Hey guys, it's GameFace here, and welcome back to episode 9 of my Barcelona career. Now today's episode, obviously got 3 games to get through. The first game is going to be in the league for us to get through in the 1st of December now. So we're going to be getting through that match, hopefully getting ourselves 3 points to kick off today's episode. Obviously followed by some other games as well, Sporting in the Champions League, still the group stages for us to play that game. Then Villarreal to finish off today's episode, again back in the league for us. So chance to get maybe 6 points in the league, obviously trying to get 3 points as well in the Champions League in between those 2 matches. We'll have to wait and see how we get on. A few changes to this opening team I'm going to go with. Down to a lot of tired players in our squad, and some players actually requested not to start, like PK, who actually asked to be left out in this game. Before we get into the match though, if we could try and hit 100 likes on today's episode, I'd really appreciate it. Also, if you're new to the channel or if you haven't subscribed yet, please go ahead, hit that subscribe button while down below, and that'd be absolutely fantastic. Let's crack on with today's game. This is the team I'm going to go with. Stegen starting in goal, Semedo, Vidal, Umtiti and Alba in defence. Vidal starting as a centre-back because of the centre-back issues that we've had. PK obviously not wanting to start, Wallace too tired, and we basically left not many different other options, so he's going to play there anyway. Mascherano going in front of the defence, Rakitic and Gomez in front of him as well. Alsace on the right hand side, Coutinho on the left with Messi starting up front. Could swap Messi and Alsace around, it's an option for during the game, but for now we'll keep it like that and we'll see how he gets on. Let's crack on with the game. We got a 90 rating so far as our manager rating, which is pretty good considering actually I think we're 2nd in the league and also I think 2nd in the Champions League, is it, or something? So we're not doing that fantastically, but we've still obviously got quite a good manager rating, which is nice to see. Oh, Messi's won it back off the defence. It's a great start. Messi should make it 1 here. Hits the post and it's cleared away. We just started the game off literally a second ago and already we got through based on a mistake basically from their defender that just allows Messi to win it back so easily. Should score. Get a little bit of lucky there actually with it hitting the post. Got to score that a couple of minutes in. So far I've started this game off pretty well. Should have, like I say though, had that goal from Messi. Really good opportunity. Don't know how I've missed it. Messi turning his man. It's a great turn. Messi's still going to come inside and try and play it into Rakitic. Oh, probably overplayed in the end. Rakitic's shot was saved. Messi probably could have had a shot on his left foot, to be fair. I was trying to cut it back in, not quite as dramatically as the way Messi did the little turn thing. I was trying to just bring it back inside to Rakitic, but got delayed a little bit. Found him eventually, but it was a little bit too late. And we are going to put this one straight in with Rakitic here. What's the delivery going to be like at the front post towards Gomez? Not too bad. And nearly tried to get it back in, actually. Gomez trying to break down, but cleared. Rakitic. Waiting for the run of Messi, makes a run through, but always going to get beaten to it. Gomez now into Rakitic to hit. Oh, really good save by the goalkeeper. Hit so well. And we are going to get ourselves a corner. Rakitic to deliver into the middle. Good ball in, actually. Alsace's there. Not seen much of him, but he connects this time out for a corner. Let's play this one short and hopefully try and get a better angle. It's going to be Coutinho to deliver on his left foot. Great delivery. In fact, Umtiti went for it. So did the keeper. No way. No way. First shot, first goal, and they have managed to somehow find the back of the net. It's just a ball into the box. That was always going to be the sort of the weakness of this team because of the players that we have in defence for this game. Everyone's basically tiny in defence, and it was always going to be crosses that was going to be something we would struggle with, but that's really poor. It's the first shot on goal, and they've scored 37 minutes in, and they've made it 1-0. It's like a toe poke side foot. I'm not really too sure, to be honest, what he's done there, but he finds the top corner. It's just a little tap in. Umtiti doesn't follow him, and it's really poor defending. Losing the game 1-0 after a lot of dominance and control again. We are losing this match. Not that much of a surprise to us. It's happened a lot recently, and it seems like it's going to continue to happen in this game. Like I said before, not expecting a fantastic performance in terms of winning things in the air from crosses, but got to keep hold of your men. You got to stay around your men as well. You can't just let them drift off like that. Really poor defending from Umtiti. The only one that's really a proper sort of centre back in there. He should really be the one taking charge. Messi. Coming forward, going to shoot from range, gets blocked. Oh, goalkeeper still struggles. Gomez now from the side and saved by the goalkeeper. Goalkeeper, I don't really think had to make it so dramatic with the Messi shot. But it should have been much more comfortable than it was. Ball goes in and punched away. Half time, losing the game 1-0. Very disappointing first half results. Performance-wise, obviously the better team. There's no doubt about that. Whenever the opposition have only been restricted to just one shot, you're always going to be the better team. Should have scored though. This is the issue we've been having. Not taking those chances. That's such an easy chance for Messi. Doesn't score it, hits the post. Should be 1-0 up after 2 minutes. Didn't happen. And in fact, they've had 2 shots. We've had 8 and 4 of those on target. So we should have done much better. Frustrating first half for us, not taking our chances. Common theme really throughout the series so far. Got to really try and improve it. Maybe look to the transfer window very shortly. Messi into Gomez, who's looked good so far in this game. Coutinho going to play the cross to Alceita to hit on the volley. Oh, what a finish that is. Gets us an equaliser, and that is a perfect finish from him. Just saw him. He was free at the back post. Had to play it to him. Went quite early with it. Could have maybe taken a couple more touches before the cross, but it all works out in the end. Gomez plays it across to Coutinho. Just manages to get off his man there. Hits it first time. That's fantastic. Really, really good finish is that. Not expecting him to hit it first time and find the back of the net as he does, but it's 1-1 and got ourselves back in level terms, deservedly as well, just 10 minutes into the second half. Alceita waiting for Messi to make the right run. Doesn't seem to be running that quickly. Alceita is, though. Messi will take over from here. Oh, can we not have the free kick? Surely there must have been an advantage there. Come on. Ref didn't even give any advantage. Should have been a free kick to us, but Rakitic heads down to Messi. Still a chance for us here. Messi trying to get away from his man, who was very, very aggressive on him, and wins it back. Oh, ball into Coutinho, brings it down and shoots, saved by the goalkeeper. Wasn't actually expecting to find him, to be honest. Brings it down well, though, in his chest. Got ourselves a corner. Let's make some changes, I think. Got to also try and push for the second goal. No idea how we're still drawing this game, really. It's a disappointing result at the moment. Got to try and change it. Let's make some changes now. All three changes. Suarez, Dembele and Deulofeu all to come on. We'll take off Coutinho, Alceita and Rakitic. Going obviously more of an attacking sort of look now. And we'll see how that goes. Try and get some more pace from the team as well. Suarez just going in behind Messi. Maybe could swap that around, in fact. It's tempting to do that. Just so we have Messi just playing a bit more of an actual position, also away from the last man in the defence. Obviously, the last man's been getting up quite close to him, getting quite strong with him. Probably better suited for Suarez, that sort of role. Messi to deliver this corner. Let's see if we can pick out. Suarez is in there, connects with it. Oh, hits the bar or the post, one of the two. And out for a goal kick. Great connection. He's only been on the pitch a minute and already nearly finds the back of the net. What a ball in. No way. Oh. How will they actually look like scoring again? This is ridiculous. We look like losing the game now. 5 minutes to go here. Don't know what is going on at the moment. We've got to try and clear this one, and we have done as well, but not far enough. Still a chance. Loads of players on the edge of the box again. Where are all our players? Deulofeu now with a chance to properly counter-attack. Suarez has to start running. Needs somebody to make a breakthrough run, and no one's doing it just yet. Deulofeu is still trying to go alone. He's being caught up by the defender. He's coming inside now. Deulofeu looking for the pass. Oh, go on, yes, we got the second goal. That's it. I think it might be Gomez that gets the goal in the back of the net, and it is. Can't believe that it's finally found the back of the net. What a counter-attack that was. Deulofeu brings the ball forward really, really well. Oh, I didn't think it was going to happen, and it has. 2-1. Wow. Wow. Was not expecting that. The cutback was there. The finish was just about there as well from Gomez, and we are winning the game with a couple of minutes left. Seems like we could get ourselves 3 points here, just about as well. Scraping past them is what's probably going to happen, unless obviously we concede really late on. Hopefully that's not the case. Got to try and defend for our lives now. This isn't going so well. This is not going so well. Oh my days. Should score. Should be 2-2. Yeah, a couple of changes just for the last minute or two. That's it. We got ourselves 3 points. Shouldn't have been so difficult, but it was in the end. Scraped past them. A 2-1 victory. Of course, it should be much more comfortable than it was. It was a heavily changed team. Obviously, our defence let us down in many ways again, but more understandable this time, obviously, the personnel that we had there. So I can accept it a little bit more with the likes of Vidal and Umtiti. That partnership, obviously, not something I'd probably try and use too many more times this season, I don't think. It probably highlights the fact that we need another centre-back. Mascherano is obviously one of the centre-backs that could have played there, but as a 5'9" player, doesn't really fill me with too much confidence when you see a cross coming in. So probably have to look to try and bring a new centre-back. Hopefully make him a little bit taller as well. On to play drills before this next game that we get on with against Sporting in the Champions League. Let's see what we get on this week. A few changes in attributes, but no change in overall, so nothing major this week. On to the next game now against Sporting. This is the team I'm going to go with. Sega starts in goal, 7-0 PK, Wallace and Alba in defence. In front of that, Busquets, Paulino and Iniesta, Messi, Suarez, Dembele started as our front three. Happy with that team, obviously a very strong side. We're going to try and do everything we possibly can to win this game and make sure that, or hope that Juventus drop points in that match. So we'll have to wait and see. We also want to try and finish top of the group. This is the final game to play in the group, even though we are, I think, guaranteed to go through, well, near enough anyway. I think we obviously want to try and push for first. It's obviously very, very difficult. Olympiacos are going to have to finally get some points against the leaders of the group, which is obviously something that's not particularly likely, but let's just see what happens. Okay, here we go for this game against Sporting. Let's see how we get on. Hopefully get ourselves a good victory against them and try and see whether we can find the back of the net a few times in this game. Got to try and increase our goal difference just in case it has any effect. Dembele getting through and making it 1-0. That's exactly what I was on about, increasing the goal difference. We've scored straight from kickoff inside the first 2 minutes. It's what we should have done in the last game. We didn't do it through Messi. Dembele's done it though from a much more difficult sort of angle and position on the pitch, I think. Fantastic strike from him, loads of power behind it. Look at this, Suarez just playing this lovely pass. That's fantastic. Cuts them open. You're not going to be able to deal with that at all. Gets the defenders running backwards, makes it difficult for them, and Dembele slots it home on his favoured left-hand side. Keeper can't stop it, 1-0. Fantastic start. Dembele wins it back again, a fantastic position. Sporting really sort of playing with danger a little bit at the back here. Dembele looking for a cross into Suarez, and it's 2-0. And we're 4 minutes in, we've doubled our lead just 2 minutes later, and it's now 2-0. Suarez gets the goal this time. Dembele gets himself the assist. It's being swapped around, that role in this goal, and 2-0 up, 4 minutes in. What a start to this game. It's all come from really poor Sporting defending, just allowing us to win back the ball straight away. We've doubled our lead just 4 minutes in. Keeper or defender probably could have done better by maybe trying to stop that pass that just went across them. It's obviously a difficult position. Defenders want to touch it in case he puts it in the back of his net. Goalkeeper might not be able to get there. Nevertheless, winning the game 2-0, great start to the match. Wow, that was a really good ball. Was that the Stegen just about gets there? Thought it was offside. Clearly not. Nothing was given in the end. I just basically stopped playing because I just thought it was going to be a goal and be offside, to be honest. Half time, still winning the game 2-0. Obviously, after scoring 2 goals in 4 minutes, or however many it was, we didn't really need to go forward that many times. We obviously were trying to push for a third goal, which would well and truly probably kill the game off, to be honest. But didn't manage to happen. So yeah, dropped off a little bit, which is disappointing after the first 2 goals. We're still going to obviously try and push for a third and fourth going into the second half. And Juventus winning 2-0 against Olympiacos, so even a win here of however many goals is not going to be enough to finish first if that game stays with the same result. So yeah, that's frustrating, but yeah, unless Olympiacos can do some sort of fight back in the second half, which to be honest is very unlikely. First 2 changes, Delafeu and Coutinho to come on. We'll take off Iniesta and Suarez. Iniesta just got booked, Suarez just got himself injured, so we're going to rest him. Messi will go play up front, Delafeu obviously on the right hand side, and we'll see how that goes for the final 30 minutes. Hopefully the Suarez injury isn't too bad. I suspect not. He was up and running okay. Oh my days, that should have been such a more of an easy save than that. Terrible keeping. Like I say, I think Suarez seems alright. Might be that he's out for a week or two. Semedo looks to bring the ball forward again, waiting for the right runner. Nobody really making runs in this game, to be a little bit frustrating. Back heel though for Dembele, who's made a run, and it's saved by the goalkeeper. Finish wasn't quite there. Shouldn't have really gone for the finesse. Should have just hit it first time, I think. Busquets wins it back, great position. Going to play it on to Paulinho to hit. Oh, what a hit, and it's 3-0 as well. Didn't realise it found the back of the net. Hits it so well, didn't want to strike it with Busquets. He's not a great finisher. Paulinho, on the other hand, though, is fantastic from that sort of range. Makes it 3-0, finally gets ourselves the third goal well into the 90th minute now, and should have really come much earlier than it has done. But we'll take it anyway, which kills off the game, gets us the 3 points for sure. And yeah, probably keeps us second anyway, to be honest. I'm assuming Juventus have probably gone on to win their game. That's a hell of a strike there, that is, from Paulinho. Just the way that he hits it, sort of outside of the boot a little bit as well. Fires it into the near enough top right-hand corner, makes it 3-0. That's it, 3-0 victory, really happy with that. 3 points, of course, for us. Gets into the next round, we're assuming a second place finishes. We'll have to wait and see what's happened with Juventus. Hopefully, somehow, Olympiacos got 2 goals and got a draw, but to be honest, I don't think that's happened. 10 shots, 8 on target for us. After the second goal went in, it kind of died off a little bit, to be honest. But yeah, that's how it finished. Juventus won 4-0, so they finished top, and we finished second behind them. We'll wait and see who we have in the next round. More likely a more difficult opponent with the fact we finished second. Nevertheless, though, got £18.5 million from the Champions League getting into the next round, so I'm really happy with that. And yeah, we'll move on to the final game of today's episode, which is obviously back in the league against Villarreal. Currently in second place, 6 points behind Real Madrid, having lost, I think, the last episode. Villarreal in 5th at the moment, 10 points behind us, so obviously not too close, but need to try and pick up some wins here to try and just make sure that when Real Madrid eventually lose some games or lose some more matches, that we're able to sort of capitalise on that a little bit. We play them in the next episode anyway, Real Madrid, so a chance to catch them up then, but hopefully we can catch them up somewhat after this game against Villarreal. Let's change around the team and then crack on with the game. Only one change. Iniesta gets dropped for this game to the bench, and Gomez comes into the side. I was impressed by him actually in the first game. The rest of the team stays the same. Wallace stays in the side. He's doing a good job, done better than Titi, so he gets in the team. No need to change it. Let's crack on with the game now. So yeah, Suarez also I think gets dropped from the bench as well. So pretty happy with the team that got out. It's pretty much as strong as we can go, to be honest, and let's see how we get on. Hopefully get ourselves 3 points to end today's episode. Okay, so let's crack on with this game, and a couple of minutes in, just got ourselves, I think, a free kick on the edge of the box. Didn't really see what happened. There was a lot of bodies sort of colliding, a bit of a strange sort of free kick that we've managed to get here, but Messi's going to be over it. Obviously a fantastic position, but as I always say, not very good from these sort of ranges, or any ranges for free kicks, as you can tell by that. Let's move on. PK drifting out wide, but wins it. PK's continued his run forward. Don't know why. I've not told him to go forward, but he's gone forward anyway. Chance, losing the game 1-0. Villarreal score, and they've put themselves 1-0 up 12 minutes in. Again, some sort of theme to the first game, really, where we go down 1-0 by the opposition's first shot, and obviously they score it. So, a little cut back there, didn't defend it properly, didn't stay with our men. Same sort of result that we've had in the last few games, to be honest. So, lose the match 1-0, and again, just poor defending. We need to sort it out in January. Suarez looks to turn and shoots. Oh, gets the equaliser as easy as that. That's fantastic from Suarez. Wasn't expecting that to fly in at all, but it's a fantastic strike, and he finds the back of the net. It's 1-1, 15 minutes into this game, and Suarez finds the equaliser for us. Very, very happy with that one, and hopefully now we can go and build on that and try and get ourselves in front. Seems like we always seem to step things up whenever we concede. You just see the way that defenders can get tight enough to allow them time to turn and shoot. You can't allow that on the edge of the box, and Suarez, of course, finds the back of the net. No stopping that, 2-1. Suarez waiting for the runner here of Messi on his right foot. Messi's going to shoot and hits the side netting. Disappointing, wanted it across the box a little bit more, of course. Was going to be difficult on his weaker side, but it's a little bit disappointing there actually from Messi. Was hoping for him to hit the target. Suarez trying to beat his man. Suarez still going. Cutting it back inside. Waiting for a cutback, in fact, here from Busquets. And that's terrible again. He can't finish, can he? Makes some great runs, though, but just if he could finish, he'd be pretty good. He'd probably get maybe 10 goals a season. Oh, well played. Gomez wins it back really well. Waiting for the right runner. Haven't managed to find it. No one opened up and made the right runs. Gomez wins it back again, but shot gets blocked this time. Suarez through to Gomez. It's great. Gomez running through. Didn't quite have the pace, but he's got the finish, and that's fantastic. Off the post and in. 2-1, 2 minutes before half-time. Got ourselves in front finally against Villarreal, and it's a similar sort of game to the first one we had in today's episode, where we go 1-0 down. We respond pretty well, get ourselves 2 goals, get us in front, and so far, a very, very good play to try and do that as well. This is a fantastic pass and fantastic run again from Gomez. He looks great from midfield, actually. I've really taken a liking to him since the first game of today's episode as well. Just seems to perform so well. So comes into this team, gets himself a goal here as well. And in fact, it's the keeper who's pushed it onto the bar, not the post. And he finishes it off very, very well, does Gomez there. 2-1, happy with that. I guess it's in front before half-time. And it now allows us to go into the second half, hopefully, in front of Villarreal. Dembele now to get in behind the defence. Dembele still going. Paulinho's going to try and make a late run if he can, but he's not quite managed to get himself in the right position. I was looking for the cutback, didn't quite open up, and Gomez will now reclaim the ball and nearly found Dembele. Does though. Gomez to shoot again. This time the finish not quite there. That is half time. Still winning the game 2-1. Obviously good to be in front, but let's try and push on now in the second half. Dembele wins it back off the defender. Dembele going to look into Suarez now in the middle. Suarez hits on his left foot, a little bit behind him, but still does a good job of it. Gets it on target. Keeper has to save, and out for a corner. Let's get straight to the box here with Gomez. Looking for a good delivery. Messi's in there. Somehow manages to find its way to the back post. 75 minutes into this game, we're going to make some changes, I think, now. All 3 changes, Delafeu, Coutinho and Rakitic all come on. We'll take off Gomez, Paulinho and Messi. Messi obviously played a lot recently, so we are going to rest him for the final 15 minutes. We're in front here against Villarreal. Don't look like losing the lead, but it's obviously happened many times before, so we've got to make sure that doesn't happen and try and make sure we defend properly as well going into the final 15 minutes. Still looking for a third goal. Don't like ever having just a 1-goal advantage, but we'll wait and see what happens. Ruiz over the free kick, as is Serrano. Hopefully not going to be a goal here for Villarreal. Shoots and thought they scored. Luckily wide. Villarreal really turning up the heat in the final few minutes of this game. They're going to have a couple more chances, I'm sure of it. Got to make sure we just ride this wave, though. I can't see us getting a third goal now. Not enough support going forward. And too many good Villarreal defenders at the back. That's it though, 3 points, 2-1 victory. Happy with that, obviously, to finish today's episode on another 3 points. Got to try and improve the way that we win matches though, because obviously 2-1 victory, too narrow, way too narrow, should be much better. We'll try and score more goals soon, but still got to try and ride our way to the January transfer window, I think, which is when we're going to try and bring in some new signings, try and improve this team. Got £100 million to do that, so we should be okay on that side of things. We'll have to wait and see, though. Also got to try and bring in as much quality as possible. That costs a lot of money at times, so we'll wait and see exactly what's the players we'll take a look at in the January transfer window. Got to try and improve the squad in general, maybe add a couple more players and beef up the squad a little bit. So we'll see what happens anyway. We are approaching January, but not quite there yet. It'll probably be another episode or two, to be honest. Well, that's everything for today's episode. Thank you all so much for watching. We'll take a look at the league table, quickly see how Real Madrid got on and what sort of effects that's had on the league table, if any. Don't think there's been too much effect, to be honest. No, Real Madrid staying 6 points in front after they won their match. That's everything for today's episode, though. Thank you all so much for watching. If we could try and hit 100 likes, then I'd really appreciate it. Also, if you're new to the channel or if you haven't subscribed yet, please go ahead, hit that subscribe as well down below, and that'd be absolutely fantastic. Next episode, we'll be back with Facecam because I'll be back home and the setup will be back. If you don't know, I am dropping out of uni. I'll be doing a video on that very shortly as well to explain the reasons for that. And yeah, that's everything for today's video. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.